Hi, this is Jane at the Tahlequah Public Library, and we're doing another Pinterest recipe. This time we're going to be doing dog snacks, and I have 3 dogs at home that belong to me, and then my mom's dog is also at the house. We have 4 altogether. One of the snacks we're going to be making is a no-bake, no-cook snack, so you just mix everything together, put it in the freezer or the refrigerator to harden it up, and it's ready to go. The other one, we have to bake for a little bit. All the ingredients for both snacks are right here. They're pretty easy. Most of them are things that most dogs can eat. If you get peanut butter, with the peanut butter you have to make sure it doesn't contain any xylitol because that's toxic to dogs. This is just plain pumpkin, not the pie mix, just the plain pumpkin. The baked treat's going to require 1 egg, and each one is a little dash of cinnamon, and then an apple. And I'm going to actually use my food processor to make some oat flour that we're going to have rolled oats and flour also. I'm not using regular wheat flour, so I'll make the oat flour myself in the food processor. And then to make the apple all smushed up, I'm going to put it in the food processor and puree it so that I'll be able to use it in a little bit in the non-baked one, and then a lot more of it, the whole apple, in the baked one. And that's about it. We'll get started. Okay, to make the oat flour, and I always make extra because I've got to sprinkle a little bit on the cutting board and stuff too, is I just take the regular rolled oats and I put them right in the food processor. You can pulse it if you want, but I just turn it on and go until I think it's enough like flour. It takes it a little bit. But this is good enough for what we're going to be making, so this is basically what it looks like. It just looks kind of like flour. It's got a little bit of the oats are still in it. You could do it more if you wanted to, but this is good enough for the dog treats. And I'm using the oat flour to replace the whole wheat flour, but you can use whole wheat flour if you would like to, but I just prefer this. So that part is done. Okay, so now I have to process up the apple. In the recipe, one recipe calls for applesauce, but I'm just going to use up the chopped up apples in the food processor. And the other one calls for apple chunks that are sliced up really small, but I'm going to go ahead and just put everything in the food processor and pulse it for a little bit or blend it. This is what it ends up looking like when you're all done. You can already see it's starting to get the oxidation, turning a little bit brown, but this is how much I did it up, and I'm going to use that for both recipes. So I just go ahead and blend it up. And you could do it in a blender too, I guess, if you wanted. And then you can scrape it out and it's ready to go. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put together the baked dog treats, and I'm going to put in the cup of rolled oats, the oat flour that I made in place of wheat flour, and you can use wheat flour, I just didn't. Here's the apple. It's supposed to be 2 apples, small, but all I had was 1 big apple, so it probably would be about the same. Then a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, which is very sticky, and 1 egg. And basically what you do is you just stir it around until it's all mixed in. If you want to use your hands, you can. When I made the practice ones, I ended up using my hands to get it all mixed up. It comes together pretty well, but I don't know if it was because I didn't use regular flour, I had trouble with it being a little bit too sticky. But we'll see how this stuff comes out. You can always add a little extra oats and things like that if you need to do that to get it to come together a little bit more. And I'll be showing you how to form them into the little cookies in just a minute. Okay, so when I mixed up all the ingredients together, it did not come together like a normal, I think, regular cookie dough. It's very loose and crumbly, and it says that, you know, I can roll it out with a rolling pin, and then we have these cute little cookie cutters that we made with our 3D printer. One's a dog bone, and one's a little dog paw, and then we made them with the 3D printer. But with this recipe, and when I tried it at home too, I could not get it to roll out. It just fell apart every time, even though I added extra, at home I added extra oat flour, I added extra rolled oats, and I even added regular whole wheat flour too, and I could not get it to hold together. So what I ended up doing, and what I'm going to do now, is I just took a spoonful like this, and I stuck it on my parchment paper, kind of smashed it down a little bit. And you cook these dog treats for about 15-20 minutes at 300 degrees. 325 it actually is what I turned. I was trying to get them done fast. They came out fine. So you do this, then let me show you what they look like all done. The dogs still love them. This is what the treats look like when they were all done cooking. And all of my dogs love them. We gave them some samples, they ate them all up, and we're sitting there begging for more. So even though the dough didn't come together the way that it should have, the dogs still really liked it, and they're like little cookies. So it worked out okay in the end, but trying to roll them out just didn't work. So they look kind of blobby, but the dogs didn't care. And then we'll go on to the no-bake ones after this. Okay, so this is the no-bake treats, and these were really easy to put together. The main thing that took time was just having to mush up the apples, which I did from the other recipe, and trying to get the peanut butter out of the jar. So you put 2½ cups of oats in, not doing anything to the oats. For the apple, you really just put in like a pretty good sized spoonful, and it's supposed to be applesauce, but I didn't have any, so I'm using this, and it's kind of close to applesauce. And you put in the pumpkin puree, which is thickened in there. Just put it in. For the cinnamon, you just give it a shake, just a little bit of cinnamon, not very much. And then the peanut butter, which is hard to get out because it's so sticky. Hopefully I won't break the spoon. You just take the peanut butter out. And then we're just going to mix all of the ingredients together until it's well mixed. Okay, so I've gotten no-bake treats. All the ingredients are mixed together. This is what it looks like. It comes together. It's a pretty solid dough. And what I do is, it says in the recipe to roll it into a ball, but I didn't want to roll them into a ball just because I didn't want to give the dogs balls shaped treat. So I just took 2 spoons, and what I did was I put them onto a plate. Actually, I had a little cookie sheet, and I had a little bit of wax paper, and I formed the shapes just like this. And what I did was I took them and I put them in the freezer, and they hardened up in the freezer. And so I leave them in the freezer, and I take them out and in the morning, and I let them thaw out a little bit in the refrigerator, and then I give them to the dogs that way. But this is what they ended up looking like. This is all thawed out. But this is what they look like when they're all done. They're all thawed out. My dogs love these things. So they also like the other ones too. The bake ones, they like them too. But these ones are super easy to make. The dogs love them. You can put them in the freezer. They freeze up and get hard. They'll stay there for a couple of months if you leave them in the freezer. And you can just take them out and give them to them whenever you like. And that's about it. So bake and no bake dog treats.